Hi everyone and welcome back to my kitchen. If you've been with me for a while, then you know that I love chocolate and strawberries, and especially chocolate covered strawberries. If you haven't seen that super popular video, just head down into the video description box below. I'll leave a link there along with the link for this recipe. Today I'm going to make a chocolate cake with a no-bake strawberry vanilla cheesecake center. This cake is absolutely stunning. I love how beautiful it looks. You guys are going to love how it tastes. It's just packed full of that rich chocolate cake and tons of strawberries. For the base and top of this cake, I've already pre-made my perfect chocolate cake recipe. I made a reduced recipe of this cake, so make sure to head over to my blog. I'm going to include in my recipe the reduced ingredient quantities for the cake that I made today. It's an 8-inch cake. Just poured all the batter into one cake pan, let it bake completely, let it cool, cut it in half, and then we're gonna use that for the base and the top. I'm going to assemble my cake in an 8-inch springform pan. I'm going to drop the first cake layer into the bottom of the pan. And then to add some height to the pan, I'm going to place an acetate cake collar around the edges here. Now, if you don't have acetate paper or you just don't want your cake to be too tall, you can also make this in a 9-inch pan. And I'll also add in about 1/4 cup of strawberry preserves and spread them within 1 inch of the edge of the cake. And now for the beautiful ring of strawberries that you see on the outside, I've cut some extra large strawberries in half, and I'm going to place them along the perimeter or the edge of the cake facing out. And now let's move on to that no-bake strawberry vanilla cheesecake layer. So I've softened 8 ounces of cream cheese. I'm going to place them into my mixer bowl. And I'll also be using 1 cup of whole milk ricotta cheese. It's going to make this cheesecake layer super fluffy. And I'll also add in 1/2 cup of sweetened condensed milk, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and then mix this all together for about 3 to 4 minutes, scraping down the sides of that bowl often to make sure that everything gets incorporated. Next, I'll add in 1 cup of confectioner's sugar and 2 cups of chilled heavy cream. You want to make sure it's nice and cold, so whisk up nicely. And then I like to start this off on slow speed, let it mix for about a minute or 2, and then you can turn the speed up and mix it for a couple more minutes until it's light and fluffy. To set my cheesecake layer, I've measured out 2 tablespoons of unflavored gelatin. I'm going to pour that into 1/4 cup of water. And I'm going to take this over to the microwave and heat it in 10-15 second intervals until that gelatin is completely dissolved. Should take about 45 to 50 seconds. And there's no need to cool the gelatin, so you could pour it straight away into the mixer bowl. And then turn that on and let this whisk for about 30 seconds. And now for my last addition, 2 cups of freshly diced strawberries. And fold them in gently. And then transfer that mixture into the prepared pan. And then I'll take that second cake layer and gently place it right on top. And this cake is ready to go into the refrigerator. You'll want it to set for at least 6 hours. If you have the time, let it sit in the fridge overnight so it sets up nice and firm. Then we'll come back tomorrow. I'm going to add some simple whipped cream and some strawberry garnishes on top. My no-bake cheesecake has sat in the fridge overnight, and now it's time to take a look and see how it turned out. Oh, that is stunning. I am loving the little strawberries on the sides. Now I'm just going to transfer this to my cake stand. To transfer my cake, I just tuck a flat spatula underneath one end and gently slide it off the pan. And once it's on the cake stand, you can remove the plastic. And to garnish this cake, I made a simple whipped cream. I'm going to include that recipe on my blog post. And today I'm using a Teco tip number 829. You can make large whipped cream dollops on top. And let's cut into this beautiful creation to see what it looks like on the inside. I recommend using a sharp serrated knife. All right, guys, how gorgeous does that look? I love the little bits of strawberry on the inside there too. This cake turned out so beautiful. It's almost too pretty to eat, almost. But I am just dying to dig in and get a bite of this. I'm gonna get myself some chocolate cake along with some of the no-bake cheesecake filling. Guys, this cake is absolutely amazing. I love that no-bake cheesecake center. It's so light and fluffy, and the secret is adding that ricotta cheese in there. It really lightens up the cheesecake layer, and then that chocolate cake goes so well with everything else. This is gonna be perfect for spring and summertime. Really enjoy it any time of the year because it's a perfect cake for any occasion. For the recipe details, just head on down to that description box. You'll find a link to, will take you over to my website. Hope you guys enjoy this recipe, and I'll see you next time.